Hello, and welcome to the 2024 event to be at.
Follow me to my favorite tree. Well, I'm offering a steady hand. I could be your security. There's no guarantee on anything.
So Zach and we met when we were in a college class together, but we didn't really talk much. I sat in front of him, so I occasionally looked back at him as he was giving some elaborate answer to a question the professor asked. But I thought that he was very smart and he looked like a professor.
There was this friend, and his name's Jesse. He's in the wedding party, and he was telling me, hey, there's this girl. She's really cool. You should get to know her. And I was like, okay. And so we met here, not at this spot here, but over there. And we started talking, and I was like, this girl, I ended up planning with your parents and my parents to have a Thanksgiving moment. So we were gonna go out to your tree, which we did, and I'm really thirsty here.
Just drinking normally.
I am drinking normally. So then I had us all do a little photo out by your tree, this big old tree, and we were posing, and my mom knew exactly when, so she's holding the camera and she goes, all right, ready? 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. And I'm standing there really awkwardly. And I couldn't figure out what to do. And so then you were just
I got really nervous because I knew what was happening.
See, so I ruined the surprise. And so,
No, you didn't ruin it.
And then I knelt down and did the thing, and then you didn't answer for several minutes.
It's just this thing that happens once in your life, and then when it happens, I just kind of freeze, and you're like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do in this moment? And then I have my family watching and his family watching. So what am I supposed to do in this moment? So I just started jumping up and down and running around in circles and being weird.
You're forgetting
And
the
I know
response.
I ran out of, I said, oh my gosh, I have to tell my friend. I didn't say that.
You were I was supposed to, December, I need to tell my friend.
I didn't
tell my friends.
Yeah, I was hold on.
When we had our meeting, our very first date, it was here.
Yes.
It was at this place. And I just remember as we've been walking around and stuff, when we were going out on dates, you kept saying to me I just needed to make sure that you were interesting. The thing is that I think about with us and at that time, and we've both been I've been 7 different Zachs since I've met you.
Yeah.
And you've been 20 different Brittneys. We've grown and we've changed and stuff, and yet the fundamental people who we were back then, sitting and talking and relating to each other, and being free and being able to share our thoughts on God and on politics and on creativity and art and music and poetry and all these incredible things. Those fundamental things haven't changed. And in life, you're kind of looking for that one person who you can say, hey, I got an idea. And them not shoot you down. But what's so cool is that I found that person with you. And we're not just creating things. We're not just making things. We're not just talking about things. We're doing things together, and we're constantly striving to bring our faith and our love and our joy and our hope in new places and in new ways, and that's the only thing I could have ever asked for. And I love you. So
I love you too.
this space brings up all of that. I
Yeah.
think about that a lot every time I'm here.
Yeah. Overall, we tried to do, our aesthetic was, I think in an alternate reality, we would have done like a DIY wedding kind of thing. We tried to pull in DIY elements even though we have like a traditional venue situation. Like, for example, for my bridesmaids, I encouraged them to pick, like, they had a specific color to wear, but they could pick any style in that color, and then they can do within reason, can do their hair and makeup however they want, because I really wanted it to be like they're them and not like carbon copies of each other. And then with our reception, we're pulling in our book theme, and the tables will have like vintage books on them, because we like to go to used bookstores, and
Yes.
then our flowers, and then
The theme in general is do not be quiet in this library, antique store, coffee shop. That's the goal. Brittney, Juan Narapro de Shores de Sota. I'm just kidding. I never thought that while I was reciting those words in our Chaucer class together, that you would be so deeply a part of my life. In the Bible, there is this word and concept in Hebrew called dayenu. It means more or less, it would have been enough, but God gives us more than we ever imagined. You encourage me every day to walk into the parts of myself that are the best. I vow to be a faithful witness to you, to chase away the demons of negativity and doubt, and to proclaim the good news that Christ has made this life and is in it and is for it and is working all things out as it should. I love you, and I vow all of these things until the end of time.
You always make fun of the fact that I said you were interesting when we first met. You asked me deep questions about my art, my faith, everything I care about. You held your hands open in front of me and told me that you was all that you had to give. I found you interesting because you took interest. You cared. You cared enough about me, my life, Jesus, to share your full, authentic self with me during our very first real conversation. And in your vulnerability, you have shown me what it means to love someone. It means sacrifice, honesty, giving oneself fully to the relationship, and accepting all that comes with it. Zach, I love you. Thank you for giving me all of you. I promise to give you, with my hands open, all of me.
I declare that you are now husband and wife. You may now kiss the
Over here.
everybody knows this here. I don't really have to say it, but Brittney has the biggest heart, the most generous heart. And she has this really unique habit of just collecting people and opening her arms to everyone and loving them wherever they're at.
Brittney to me has always been the sky, vast, creative, and filled with a sense of grandeur and joy that she just pours out effortlessly and graciously to everyone that she meets. The man who matches her wit, centers her through existential musings, and makes her laugh with abandon. Zach to me is the earth, grounded in wisdom, flowing with life, and deeply rooted in everything he believes in. They both live surrendered to their creator and live yielded to the spirit of love within them. And so here we are today at the horizon where sky and earth meet, and we're in awe of the love that is radiantly shining before us. And all I have to say is, wow, my God, look at what love has done. Cheers to Mr. and Mrs. Bodine.
I hope that, well, you know, I want us to be like an old married couple.
Yeah. In
That,
5
like,
years?
Yes, in 5 years. We're already kind of old people now.
We are, yeah. So the idea is that like you're constantly growing and changing, and that I'm constantly growing and changing, but yet we find the thing to love about each other and find new ways to share love and to find new ways to engage in old connection.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Just being able to try and be truly and fully ourselves in everything. Mm-hmm.